Hey guys, this is Jacob with Team 2 Shiny, and I'm here with my teammate David Senokossoff.
How you guys doing?
He's going to be doing his deck profile for his Asura Kaiser Nova Grappler build, and go ahead and get into it.
Alright, so starters, here's my grade 3s. It may be small, but the focus of the deck is not to drive trick them. They are good to drive trick when you're on him. The restand is amazing, but there's different power plays in the turn. You're not focusing on the Vanguard. So what we do is we have Victor. He's an amazing card. His on-stride is amazing, and if I'm on GB2, he gets plus 5k himself and stands a rear guard with plus 5k. Standard, amazing, one of our best grade 3s that we have. Asura Kaiser will restand if I drive trick a grade 3 on limit break. It's for those games where your opponent likes to rush you. You haven't seen a lot of your deck yet. You look through and you're like, okay, I haven't seen that many 3s. All right, you rush me, I'm gonna punish you for it. You're either going to drop guard, and I'm going to hit the 3, you're going to drop more guard, or you're just going to take it and I'm going to restand, hit you again. And it's just a really devastating turn.
Especially when you're on a 9k, and he restands with plus 10k, and restands the booster behind him, yeah. It's just drop a PG.
Yeah, say I went first, you crit me on your turn, you crit me again, it's just a sad day to be you. Alright, next I got Cool Hank. He's the Amber clone that we have, as we like to call him. He counterblasts one when he attacks the Vanguard. If he's boosted, do something the clan does. He just stands rear guard, gives it 5k. Sad they did it once per turn, but he gets the job done. Next I have Daredevil Samurai. Works with the Asura Kaiser. Whenever anything stands, if I have an Asura Kaiser Vanguard, he gets plus 3k until end of turn. That includes himself, the Vanguard, any of the rear guards. So comboing that just makes big numbers. And I'll go into plays with him later. I have Sazanda, the generic stacker that everybody fears. It gets plus 5k every time it stands. So with Victor, it'll stand with plus 5, and then it'll get another plus 5, making it 19 without a booster.
She should really be a triple rare.
Oh, secret rare SP, guys.
I can't believe she's a common. It's absurd.
And it has the misprint on it. It says until end of battle, but it's errated to be end of turn, and I think everybody knows that already. And then I run my tech, Starlight Hedgehog, at 3. All my grade 2s are at 3. She says whenever she's placed on Vanguard or Rearguard, which is pre-GB, I can choose my Rearguards, and if it stands due to an effect of one of my cards, which is a stand trigger or one of my other effects, it lets me draw a card and unflip a damage. And that's only the first time it stands, so it's pretty good. It helps me maintain hand size and maintain my counterblast, which in late game, that really helps a lot of my power turns.
She's become a very good, almost a staple tech in a lot of Dave's builds.
Oh yeah. And then I have Energy Charger for those. I need my draw power moments. I need a booster behind Hank. It may be a weak booster, but it gets the effect off. It just Soul Blasts me too. I never use my Soul, and I just sometimes need the draw for placing a unit on the board, which is actually a plus. My other grade 1s is Final Wrench. It gives power to the unit in front of it whenever it stands, or power to the unit in the same column, as I should say, because with Room Bowl, it makes good columns. It gives 4k to the unit in the same column when it stands. Not when it stands, but when the other unit stands, which is a very key factor that some people just aren't aware of. Next we have the 4 Stride Enablers, because striding is a big factor in the G-Nova deck, especially in this deck. And sometimes I just need to see Victor. I've seen a lot of 3s, I'm like, alright, I need to deck thin real quick. Deck thinning is deck winning, as we like to say.
Deck thinning is deck winning, sir.
And then I got my GPGs, because unflipping damage on a defense is just plussing me and preparing me for my next turn.
Just because this deck counterblasts quite a bit, and he needs as much unflip as possible.
Speaking of unflip, we got our staple unflipper, Red Lightning.
Red Lightning, such a good card.
Go in the soul, unflip. One of the most common staples in every Nova Grappler deck.
If you're running crits, you better be running Red Lightning.
Yeah, that's the first one you touch. Then I got Shining Lady. When the new stuff comes out, I will be running the new Victor crit, but this one is just more of a preference. It's a promo.
And such pretty art.
Oh yeah, I love the art. And then I run 4 Energy Girl because it's the best card that we have. It enables us to have another attack. If we put, like, say, crits on a rear guard, we can have that rear guard restand after it attacks again. It just makes for devastating turns and most of my kill turns. And then I got 4 heal triggers, of course. And my starter is Extreme Battler Rune Bowl. Alright, now going into the stride zone, I have, of course, the staple for Meteor Kaiser Victoplasma. The restander that costs us negs. God.
I mean, he's still going to be a better restander than the new one that's coming out.
Oh yeah, that new one. Well, I haven't. It's not confirmed that the new one's it's been translated correctly. So as of right now, this will be our best stride. For ending the game anyway. Just he's an egg 1 for the entire turn, but he usually gets the kill. And if not, he's our best solo Vanguard against Link Joker Kagero. Stuff that we need to use our Vanguard to kill our opponents with, to apply all the pressure. And it's just a great 4-of, and I don't think it should be run at any less. Then I got 2 War Deity Asura Kaisers. No, I do not run a lot of grade 3s, but this one does shove them back. But that's not why I run it. I'll go into that after I finish laying out my stride zone, and I'll show you guys a couple plays. But that is one of the best techs in the deck. And I got Victen for those times I'm like, alright, I need to stride. You don't have any rear guards for this guy. And I just need to put pressure on. This guy is the best, one of the best strides in the decks as well. He's actually one of the best strides Nova Grapplers have ever had. He says, alright, I'm going to do some Kagero stuff. When my stuff restands, I have the ability to counterblast 1, give the unit 2k, and blow something on your board up. And it's usually, I use Sazanda with Victor, and Sazanda will stand as a 19. Tribrute gives it the other 2k to make it the 21k column. It just turns a lot of stuff into a magic number and blows stuff up.
And Tribrute has to, when you restand the unit that you retire has to have equal or less power than the unit that you restand that gain 2k. But if you restand Sazanda, I don't think anything has 21k power plus, so...
I mean, you can give stuff triggers, but you're giving rearguard triggers, and I don't think that's a great idea. So, alright, into like a main combo of the deck. So, putting all of this stuff aside...
Yes.
Say I'm on Victor. I stride into Wood. Alright, so I gain the on-stride of Victor. I'm in a Asura Kaiser Vanguard, so Daredevil becomes
Daredevil is live.
Daredevil is live. I have Hank over here in the other column. Roomball is usually gone by this point, and if not, Roomball is behind Hank. I have Wrench behind Daredevil. It's a 16k column on the first one. And then, over here, I have Energy Girl behind my Vanguard. Now, there are many different options with this turn. If I have Roomball, I will swing this column at a rear guard. If I don't have a rear guard, I just leave this stood because Hank activates as soon as he attacks a Vanguard. Doesn't matter if he's boosted or not.
Yeah, so you can attack a rear guard and not activate a skill.
Correct. His skill will not activate. So you can swing with him again at a Vanguard and activate his skill. But the main combo is swinging 16 at your opponent's Vanguard or rear guard, whatever one you prefer. Swinging this at their Vanguard. You counterblast 1. You stand this unit. This unit just got plus 5k from Victor. The unit stood, so it gains plus 3. Wrench says when this unit stands, it gets plus 4k. This unit just got plus 12k, making this unit a 21k unit on the first stand.
That's the first stand.
On the first stand. So, this did that. You apply all triggers here because this will stand another time. So, stack crits on it, power, but without triggers...
Even if you don't get triggers, it's still an ugly, ugly turn.
Yeah, so after that battle, you shove the Energy Girl back in the deck, you stand the Wrench. This unit just got plus 3 again, so basically you just added another 10k to your swing.
So
this
31.
becomes 31. Alright, and then you will swing Hank. If this is an Energy Girl instead of Roomball, as I was talking about earlier, this is not a strong call. But still, you activate Hank, you stand this, it's got another plus 12. Alright, so this unit...
43?
This unit is currently 33 at the moment.
33.
Without triggers, he is 33. Or no, not 33, he is 36. Because he got plus 3k from Wrench Stain. This unit will go back to deck, stand wrench. This now is a 39k unit, plus the 7 makes it a 46 without triggers. Now this comes in at 46 without triggers. Your opponent has to guard this unit 3 times throughout the entire turn. It goes up by 15k each time it swings. And
that's without triggers. And if you get a crit, even if they no guard your Vanguard, apply all of it to Daredevil.
Just one crit on this unit will make the turn.
Will destroy your opponent.
It'll annihilate your opponent if they don't have the PG save for this column.
Because we're talking about 50, 60k shield in the turn,
this can
plus
go
a
up to,
PG.
This can go up to 61k with triggers. And it just makes the column so big that your opponent can't handle it. And that's why I run this. Just to make big numbers and your opponent has to guard everything. Just early game, you just drop a few cards, push them up a little bit, try to put them to at least like 2 or 3, because that's usually cure range for this Novographer deck. You can swing, and everything just gets bigger and bigger as you just keep swinging. And your opponent has to be able to guard correctly, or they will die. Hitting crits secures victory sometimes. It's just an amazing combo turn. And that's the main function of the deck. That's the main kill turn. It's the same as G-Nova's otherwise. You just go for the Salzanda turn if you don't have it. You go on this. You have this. You put the Energy Girl here. You have Room Ball over here. And you just put something there, preferably an Energy Girl, just to make stuff big. So you swing this at a rear guard. You swing this just so it can stand to get more power. And you swing this. You play all triggers here, of course, because you're smart. This would stand off of Victor's on stride. If you hit, you would stand this, +5, and you'd save this for another day. You'd save this for another turn. If not, it would go back to deck, stand the Hank, Blue, and you just keep going. After that, you'd swing here, you'd swing, stand. Okay, it's now 29 without triggers. It's not as strong as this guy, but it's still hitting numbers without triggers. You swing again for 33, restand it for 34. It's not
as explosive, but it's still, you're pulling so much guard out of your opponent's hand.
It is more attacks, but they're less power, and sometimes less power can mean that it's easier to guard. But the Daredevils just make everything just more hectic and more unpredictable for your opponent to guard.
And the deck here as a whole, he has so many different combo plays that he can do that it doesn't matter. Like, you blow up his Daredevil, he's got this play.
And if I'm down to nothing, just that is insane.
It's ugly. You swing 12.
Yeah, you swing 12. Oh, whoa. Alright, stand it. It's now a 21k column. Fight me.
Fight me.
Alright, did I hit here? 26 without triggers. Oh, you have to drop 20 more K? Oh. Yeah, you should have guarded that the first time. Yeah, you should have blew it up. If this is here turn 1, I highly expect my opponent to destroy it. If they don't, they just don't know what power that column has. Which is why I usually see people blow up Room Bowl. Room Bowl turns a lot of things on. Mainly this column. And sometimes this column is good too. Because when I'm on War Deity, every time this column stands, so it swings 14, it swings, stand at +5, +3, +3, alright, it's 25, swing, if I have Hank over here, swing, stand as +5 again, this is now 36, without triggers. It makes nice magic numbers that your opponent has to guard. And it's just really tough to overcome. And it just overwhelms your opponent very fast. Alright, so that's the main function of the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys try this out. It's a good build. It takes practice. It's strong.
It's a very strong build. Alright guys, this is David Senokossoff with Team 2 Shiny. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe to our channel. We'll have much more content coming soon. Have a good one.